Rise and grind. Bourbon's so good, you need a backup bottle. Let's get into the list. Welcome to Rise and Grind, where we bring you cigars, whiskey, fragrances, and all things related to men's lifestyle. Today we're going to talk about whiskeys that are so good that you need a backup bottle. These are whiskeys that, even though you might have a bottle, if you see another one at a good price, you should still get you a second bottle. Some of these I've got even a third bottle because they are so good. Because there are some whiskeys that if you don't pick it up when you see it, you might never see it again, and especially at a good price. And so we've got some whiskeys for you that are backup bottle worthy. The first bourbon on our list is E.H. Taylor. This is the small batch. This is bottled in bond. This is 100 proof. This is what I call butterscotch in a glass. This is caramel. It's spicy, sweet. This is my favorite bourbon to have with a cigar. This is an amazing bourbon. If you can find this at retail for about $70, always buy it. These are my second and third bottles. And if I saw another one of these, I'm getting it. I've got the single barrel. I would love to have the barrel proof. But the small batch, this is backup bottle worthy. Colonel E.H. Taylor, small batch. The next whiskeys on our list that's backup bottle worthy is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. Now, whether or not this is bourbon, we'll debate that another day. But this is good brown juice. This is juice that tastes so much like banana bread. This is high proof, yet it's smooth, it's tasty, it's delicious, it's complex, and it comes at an amazing value. You can get these for about $65, and I would compare this to anything that's highly allocated. Whenever I see one of these, a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, it's a must that I pick it up. These are an amazing value, and soon the price is likely going to go up. And so for $65, I'm loading up on these. Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. Backup bottle worthy. And the next bourbons that we have, we couldn't do a list without including Blantons. These are the epitome of backup bottle worthy. And not because we're trying to spell out Blantons with the caps, but because they are so good. This is honey, vanilla, brown sugar for the right price. If ever I can find these for under $75, I've got 3 bottles on hand, but if I saw a 4th one at the right price, I'm getting it. Blantons is by far backup bottle worthy. These are so hard to come by. These are becoming more rare and rare. The price is going up higher and higher. And so whenever you run into a Blantons, regardless of how many you already have, I suggest that if it's the right price, you pull the trigger and get you another Blantons. These are the epitome of backup bottle worthy bourbon. Blantons. The next bourbon that we have that is backup bottle worthy is Wagon Uncut, Unfiltered. This is apples, pears, this is rye spice, this is complexity in a bottle. This is an amazing bourbon. I've got about 3 bottles of these on hand. These, the variation on these can be great. These are made in batches. And so going from one barrel to the next, you're gonna get a lot of change. Because these are made in that Nevada heat, you're gonna get a lot of differences. And so going from one bottle to the next, you can get a great difference. And so I would suggest that whenever you see these at the right price for about $80 or below, go ahead and get you one of these. These are an experience. You will not be sorry. Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered, is definitely backup bottle worthy. Thank you for watching this video where we are presenting you with backup bottle worthy bourbons. Consider subscribing if you haven't, like, comment, let us know what bottles you've got to have at least 2 on your bar of. Now the king of batches, the king of releases, the king of variation, we have Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Every January, May, and September, when Heaven Hill releases these, we search for them. I've got about 5 bottles of these, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I've been hunting these since 2018, and every single release is different. Now you do get a lot of spice, a lot of dark fruit, a lot of vanilla. And so there's some things that's consistent, but the experience, the proof can go anywhere from 120 to 135. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This is something that whenever you see it, get you a bottle. Because you never know the difference in taste. You never know the difference in proof. But they are always worthy of your dollar. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Back up bottle approved. Today for our conversation, we want to talk about motivation versus discipline. Motivation is fluid. Discipline is constant. Motivation comes and it goes. Discipline is always present. A lot of you, the reason why you aren't achieving great success is because you are living off of motivation. When you feel motivated, you work out. When you feel motivated, you work hard at your job. When you feel motivated, you work on your marriage. You are being led and guided by motivation. And that's why there is no consistency in your life. Because some days you feel like going to the gym, and some days you don't. Some days you want to work hard at the office, and some days you don't. You are like a leaf blowing in the wind because you're working off of motivation. You're working off of feelings and emotions. You're working off how the day is treating you. You are being led by motivation, and you are fluid and inconsistent. But discipline says that every day you're going to get up and do the work. Discipline says that regardless of how you feel, you're going to the gym. Discipline says that regardless of how cold it is outside, you're going for a jog. Discipline says that you're going to finish your work assignment regardless of whether or not the game is on. Discipline says that you're going to work on your marriage and on your relationships regardless of how you feel emotionally. Discipline says that you are going to show up regardless. That you won't be like a leaf in the wind. That you won't be inconsistent. That people can depend on you. That you can depend on you. That your success can depend on you. Motivation will let you down because some days you won't be feeling it. In order to achieve great success, you've got to be led not by motivation, but by discipline. Because motivation is fluid and fleeting, but discipline is constant and present. Let go of motivation and be led by discipline. Rise and grind.